What's going on, everyone? How you doing? Ron here with Tech Tips to Go. Give me a couple of minutes. Give me a minute while I just blast this out to the live group, my Telegram group, Twitter, everyone. Thanks for joining. Everyone who's watching the replay, just give me 1 second as I blast this out on social. Tech Tips to Go. And he is live. 1 second. Let's just copy this. To go. Give me a couple of minutes. Give me a minute. Walk. All right. Let me blast this live on Twitter, live on YouTube. Bitcoin dump. Upcoming IDOs. Upcoming IDOs. What's going on, everyone? I'm just blasting out this to people in the Telegram group. Give me 1 second while I join you guys. Let me head out there 1 second. And the markets are crazy, right? The markets are crazy. The markets are scary. Markets are scary. Man, I got a lot of channels here. Now I got to find Discord. What's everyone doing? Is everyone bagging? Anyone bagging? Or just everyone just kind of have their popcorn out and just watching from the sidelines? Live on YouTube. All right. Let's do it. Let's see what's going on. Let me just share this for a second. Let me close this. All right, what's going on, everyone? How you doing? Hope everyone's well. Shout out to my team. Team's watching this. I got a lot of new members on my team. I got three new members on my team. The team for me is growing, so they're doing a lot of graphics and stuff. So we've got upcoming IDOs that are coming, so take a look at it. Media industry licensing content. This one's actually a pretty cool one. So the initial market cap is just 2.75 million. I like this, and they're not raising too much here. You could look at this, like not that much at all. So the token generation platform is BSC, one of my favorites. I hope they do change for people that are holding gold to diamond to platinum memberships for IDOs, because the allocation for BSC pad isn't that much. I'll tell you that. So if you're spending like 10, 15, 20,000 for a membership, yes, it'll pay off as you get into these IDO platforms, but it might take a little while. So hopefully they change it. PokeStarter changed their things based on community feedback. Initial cap for Emon is actually, this one's pretty cool. I don't know how well it will do, right? Ethermon, but look at what they're trying to raise. True P&L, pretty cool. This is on gate.io, so I think you got to hold gate.io, and that's starting May 18th. So anyways, let's take a look at the markets. Let's see how the markets are doing. Let's go home and let's see where Bitcoin is 44,992, 45,000. So I bought that dip last night around 46. So where do I see Bitcoin going? You know what? I think we might hit 43 or bounce. I don't know if this is going to bounce. Let's just take a look at a chart here. You know what? Elon really screws up the market for everyone. So shout out to Elon. Anyways, let me get back here. Shout out to Taxi 0509 Oriana. How you doing, Oriana? Long time no see. Wonder what Oriana is doing. Oriana, you buying? What are you buying? Or are you just sitting on the couch? Badger, no news. Hey, Patrick, what's going on? Pat E's in the house. Vammy, my boy Vammy. My two boys in the house. Pat E, my boy Pat E, and Vammy. The guy's always with smiles on the face. Shout out to SA. What's going on, SA? SAOZ is in the house. I tell you, all the gang from the private groups in the house. You know what? These dips. Let me tell you this: that these dips don't affect me. I actually look at them at opportunities to buy. So when I see these dips, I'm like, man, what should I buy? What should I buy? Like last night I bought Bitcoin, and I continue to buy Bitcoin. Just like I know people are 100% into one coin, or they might have, 40% here, 30% here, but we never know what's going to go with the market. And I just look at Bitcoin as set and forget, slow and boring, retirement. 250,000 Bitcoin is easy. The question is, will we see $1 million Bitcoin in our generation, in our lifetime? All right, that's the magic question. Will we see $1 million Bitcoin in our generation, in our lives? I don't know. Maybe if you're if you're 18 or 17 or 18, possibly. If you're my age, I don't know. Who knows, right? Anyway, shout out to OZ, Troll OZ. Got rockets in the house, rockets and missiles in the house. So I hope you're all right. I was reading the news on Gaza, man, and that it's crazy. And I remember OZ, you were showing me some pictures and stuff, and it's like firecrackers, right? But man, I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're staying safe out there. Chris Smith's in the house. What's going on, Chris? Vami Mitra. What's going on, Mitra? Igly. What's going on, Igly? I'm doing good. I'm just enjoying the dips. When I look at the dips, I look at it, I'm like, man, this sucks. The dips suck, but it's also a great opportunity to bag. And that's why I always talk about stablecoins. If you don't have stablecoins, maybe you've got a cash reserve, right, for these extraordinary, like crazy dips. So over the weeks and the months, like I said, I've been talking about stablecoins to just kind of put aside to stablecoins. So I bought the dip last week. I bought Bondly. I bought Bitcoin. I bought some DOT on the dip. I filled some SHR orders at 0.4 something. But where do I think these are going to be going? It depends. Crypto summer, crypto winter. Yeah. Elon FUD, yeah, no doubt. But like I said, like for me, this is opportunities. You know what? What am I buying? I'm looking at bagging a lot of DOT. Okay, so I want to get more into large caps, more into projects like that have the product out with big communities, and something that when I look at it. So my bag is fine. Like I'm great with my bag, but you're always looking for great opportunities. Okay, so I've got my risky bags. I won't tell you what my risky bags are. I'm not going to tell you where I'm long, where I'm really long on. But I'm looking for more long-term projects that I think are going to do okay in the bear market, right? Obviously, a lot is going to go down 90%, 80%, 70% in the bear market. But what I'm looking for is like solid companies that have the product out. Like they have the product out. The community is good. The community is big, and it's just set to grow. And they have a solid team. Okay, so one of the things is like a roadmap of a company. Okay, if you have a company that is out there that has the roadmap, and the product is out, great. Those are the companies that I'm looking to invest into now, or where the company is just like right about to release release the product, right? And or the product has adoption. That's what I'm looking for. Like prime example is like VeChain. VeChain, I look at bagging on these big dips, right? Because VeChain, well, everyone knows like the fundamentals of VeChain. They've got a great team, a great product. The product is in use. The product and the mainnet keeps doing transaction and just set to grow, right? And especially in supply chain solutions and traceability. And that's why I'm big on VeChain, right? I kind of look for companies like that, going forward, right now, because all my other bags are fine. But right now it's just like, okay, well, I want to look for more companies like this that have their product out, community's happy, and all that stuff, right? Because you never know what's going to happen in crypto, right? It's just crazy. Like, it's insane crazy. So right now my bags are fine. I was looking at some products, like shout out to OZ. So OZ sent me a link for Helium. Now Helium was I remember hearing about Helium. So it's basically wireless blockchain kind of solutions where you're kind of like you have a wireless miner like on a 5G router. So shout out to OZ. He sent me that. I actually contacted the team to see if I could get some of these wireless routers. But basically you do wireless 4G, 5G mining with cellular communication. So you could buy these and you could mine through wireless communications and you get rewarded in the Haxor Helium token. So their product is like shipping out like crazy. Like the demand is there, the product is out. And those are the companies that I'm kind of looking to bag right now. Is like they've got a product out, stuff is already firing in the blockchain. That's what I'm looking for. Another company that I looked at was CBD. So Greenheart CBD. I mentioned them before. I know they just listed and their price is down a lot. But because people don't understand it, and when I looked at CBD, I just think that team needs a little bit of more marketing to figure out how do you get the message across, right? Because the product is out, they're selling, they're doing a lot of sales, like a ton of sales. So that's one thing that I like about Greenheart CBD. But there's a lot of projects. There's a ton. Like you look at Matic. Matic is another one. It's great. Crypto is on sale. Yeah, crypto's on sale. Like just the whole board. Elon, biggest fudder of all time. Yeah, Elon destroys the markets. Elon maniac. Yeah, buy Munch token on discount. Oriana is sitting on the couch doing her nails. Yeah, I should just do that too. Beat Elon's AA. What's going on, Mark? Mark Innes is in the house. Walian's in the house. Mark, what are you buying? I know you like to bag on these dips. I like Mark's portfolio. I speak with Mark a lot. Congratulations on the retirement. Mark gets in early into these coins and he bags a lot of them, and he's done very well. So when I look at your portfolio, I won't name the coins that you have, but I remember when you said you had like 40 or 50 or 60 million of this coin, and it just shows you that as you hodl and buy early and hodl strong through the bear market and with bad news and whatever and people running, you hold strong and your token will have its turn or its time. So I've seen that with Mark's portfolio, and now he's just rewarded. So congratulations on the retirement, Mark. It's really great. A lot of people wish they could retire and say that, right? They've reached their mission. So that's good. For me, like when I look at retirement, I guess it's different, right? Because I used to work for corporations. Yeah, I used to work for big corporations, large corporations. Then I became a consultant, ran multiple businesses. I still run multiple businesses. But I think for me, for retirement, I wouldn't retire because the stuff that I'm doing now, like I ran a private membership, I'm building a course, but I don't find that like work because I enjoy it. So I get to create content and videos and share my knowledge with the community, especially the people in my private group, because I like speaking to everyone in that private group. So I enjoy that. So it doesn't feel like work. And then I've got my businesses that I've got my staff. The staff, it's a little hard right now because my staff is all over in different countries. So I'm trying to get them to work on Eastern time or something suitable that, because I got some in the Philippines, I got some in Pakistan, Iraq, some in Russia. So they're all on different time zones. So I'm always like, okay, can you guys work on this time? Here's a 14-hour window. I'm around the clock most of the time, so will this work? So that's why when I talk about like retirement, I should just sell one of my main businesses and just do this because I enjoy it more. But this doesn't bring in that much money. What's going on, Brian? Brian's in the house. Bollymons. Shout out to Bollymons. I wish it was firecrackers. Yeah, that man. Yeah, all good. BTC rocking the house. BTC is killing. Elon is playing with crypto. Yeah, man. They should ban him. Well, you know what? I like him. I like him. I like him because when you want to get into the dips, it's good. Because not financial advice, because things are gonna, pick back up. Like we always see this, Bitcoin is gonna take a little hit. Probably Elon's gonna bag a whole bunch of Bitcoin and other altcoins and Dogecoin while the market gets scared, and he benefits, right? And it sucks that he does this, but it's crazy. I knew, he was up to something. Yeah, blue chip gems, exactly. So, not even just blue chip gems, but I like DOT. Link I don't have that much of, but DOT and Kusama, yes, and DeFi plays, because those platforms and smart contract platforms and those blue chip like DOT and Kusama, and this is why I'm so big on DOT. So I continue to bag Bitcoin and I continue to buy DOT. Then I've got my riskier plays outside of those too, okay? Ethereum, blue chip gem, DOT, Link, Kusama. DOT, Kusama, like I said, because everything is powered by Polkadot. And I keep telling this, like, when we see Polkadot go to 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, whatever, think of the next cycle where Polkadot is going to be, and Kusama. Kusama I really like because it's not just a test net, right? You have like the smaller players that are going to be building on Kusama, and eventually there's going to be a bridge from Kusama to DOT. And the circulating supply for Kusama is just, it's so low, it's so attractive. And with both of those change, Kusama and Polkadot, the circulating supply isn't that much. A lot of it is staked. A lot of people are bagging these coins just to get into auctions. Yeah, VeChain is solid, awesome utility, awesome CEO. HoloChain has a product in a few months. Yeah, you should look at Solana. Yeah, Solana is a monster. I bought Solana back in January or December, January. I bought Solana. I sold 75% of it, so I think I hold 25% of my bag on Binance. So yeah. So Solana is a monster. I like Solana. Only the community is missing. Yeah. Good evening. What's going on, Barty? Safari, thinking of buying VET. Is that a good bet? Yeah, I like VET. VeChain's an awesome buy. VeChain's really good. Solid, right? It's in the top 20. Like, when you're in the top 20 or top 10, like, VeChain is coming. Let me just go to home. Let me share my screen for a second. People that are watching this. So look, you got the top 10 here. Where do you see VeChain? VeChain always hovers like around 20. VeChain came really close to the top 10. So VeChain was like 28 cents all-time high. And VeChain was sitting around spot 11 for maybe a couple hours, maybe a day. But, you can't go wrong, not financial-wise, you can't go wrong with the top 20, right? When you're in the top 20, when you want like retail dumb money to come in, once retail dumb money comes in, or more retail investors come in to Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, because the 90% of the time they look at Bitcoin, they end up buying Bitcoin. Then they start to explore the other possibilities and other altcoins that they see, and they say, oh, well, VeChain. So typically they'll buy in the top 20, right? Typically. Then they start to stumble upon, the 100. Then they'll get into meme coin craziness, and then it's all over. They'll get wrecked a little, and they might exit the market. And if they're smart, they'll stay in it. But that's the problem. People will get into Bitcoin. They'll get into these traps. They'll buy the top and then sell at the bottom. That's typical. And then they're like, crypto sucks. That's what I hear a lot. And that's not the case. Like, you got to play a long game. And you know, it's funny because a long game in crypto is like 6 months. And then you've done like 15 to 20x. That's the gross thing, because people that are in crypto that have been in it long enough, we're spoiled. Because if we're not getting like a 20x, we're crying. If we're not getting 100x, we're crying. But if you get a 1 or 2x in stocks, you're happy. But in crypto, if you don't get 10, 15, 20x, man, you're crying, right? Like I hear. Look, check out Solana. Boom. I bought Solana back in December. Yeah, see, I remember, look, I didn't hold on to Solana. So I got New Year's Eve. I remember this. I was just sitting there. I'm like, yeah, Solana is good. Solana's good. And then I'm like, okay, Solana bumped to, I think, 15. I'm like, this is great profit because I got in around $1 to $2. And then, holy, 46, 47. That's just horrible for me. But anyways, like, look at the gains on the 1 year. 8,000%. It's disgusting. It's gross. Anyways, it's just awesome. Let's take a look at a portfolio. These are the coins that I watch. Feel free to pause it. All right. Shout out to Kate Coin. Kate Coin. Yeah, I have Kate Coin in my bag. Bakery swap. I'm huge on. Really big on bakery. Gala. I got Gala nodes. Handshake. HNS miners. Those are great if you want to do physical miners. Panther swap. Shout out to Vami and Pat E and Chris. I know you guys are into Panther. Multivac, DAC, I didn't buy. It's really volatile. Toko coin, I have. It's up and down. BSC pad, yes. Safe token, I sold. Shield, I still hold. Auto, I farm. Quant, I hold. Pancake swap, yes. I'm big on Pancake. I think Pancake swap is going to do huge numbers. This number of 28, it's going to go to 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100. Probably see $100 Pancake swap. Cake. Goose. Yes and no. I'm not so big on Goose. I'd rather farm other places. But I think Goose at $9 is pretty good. VeChain, everyone knows my VeChain. Cardano, I wish I held on to more of my Cardano, but I sold. I still have Cardano. Cardano's awesome. Crypto.com. I like Crypto.com because they did a burn. They did a huge burn. And they keep doing a lot of stuff. Like, their marketing, their team is big. Binance coin, you can't go wrong with BNB. Celsius, I held, I sold. EOS, got in, sold. What else is going on? Ecomi, I'm big on. But this number here, Ecomi was in my top. Now it's just, it's losing so much steam. But I think Ecomi, I don't want to say I know, but I know Ecomi. Not financial advice. I think Ecomi is going to be a monster, huge monster in the years to come. Whether it's 1 year, 2 years, the adoption, the licensing, the programs, the team that they have, Ecomi and NFTs is going to be a player that's going to stick around. There's a lot of great projects. So there are a ton of. I'll talk about IDOs and what we're doing. Zilliqa, yes, I still hold. Reef, yes, I got a big bag of Reef. I think Reef is like in my top 4, maybe. Because I'm not super long, because once the platform launches, I'm going to play it by ear to see if I'm going to hold more onto my Reef. Bitcoin, I don't include in my bag because I always think that Bitcoin is a must in everyone's bag. So I'm big on Bitcoin, like really big. Polygon Manic, massive, huge. Pancake Bunny, I like what they're doing. They got one mission, one goal is let's increase your cake. Kusama, everyone knows how big I am on Kusama. Kusama is massive. Sushi, great DeFi. Polkadot, awesome. Polkadot, love it. Ethereum, I always look at it as Ethereum and Bitcoin is like, you should hold it in your bag. XRP, I don't hold. I did have it. Cardi Chain, wow, jeez. Holy. All right, Cardi Chain, 0.07. They were at, wow, Cardi Chain. I knew that it went down. Like they had like 14 cents, so they're cut in half. But Cartier chain is a huge project, like a big project. One second here. All right, let me continue here. Bondly bought and sold it for Bitcoin just recently. Donut share token. Everyone knows my take on share token. Number one bag. Launch pool. I like launch pools. I really like launch pools. The way they do their mining, allocation mining, staking mining. So I like launch pool. I think it'll gain traction. This is a really nice price. If I probably would. Maybe I will buy some launch pool. Refinable. I like just waiting for the product to come out. But my expectations for refinable, because I hold refinable, I am thinking refinable at the end of the year, around December. It's probably going to be like $7 to $8. All right, $7 to $8. So if we like do about a 3x, that's not that far. Like it's just going to be like 400 million. So AAPX, this is Full Man's pick. They'll do fine. Insured finance, I still hold insured finance. FEG, I hold a little bit. Safe Moon, not any more, but I'm buying back. Kcoin, yes. Hey, what's going on, dog ass? Dwayne's in the house. Mark Innes says, everyone can do it. Just patience. Yeah, you need patience. A lot of people need patience. Yeah, you've been topping up your DOT? Yeah, like, I've been topping up DOT. I always look at topping up DOT every opportunity that I have. Because, like, imagine you could get a full DOT for, like, 30 bucks. 30, 40 bucks. Now, when you look at Ethereum, think, like, I know, like, I don't look at Polkadot and Ethereum as competitors. Some people might. But, if you look at what Polkadot is building and all these chains are building on it, powered by Polkadot, and having everything be interoperable, meaning, like, imagine you've had, like, just different people speaking different languages, and they all could speak with each other and, like, trade, if you look at it that way. If you talk about the relay chain and parachain slots, DOT is going to be massive. Elon shaking out the weekends. Yeah, weekends for sure. Shout out to Manifest Wallace. Dog ass says he's getting a load of people in share right now. When they understand the tokenomics, they can't stop buying. One told me he was shopping on some professor was talking about share at his wife. Nice. Yeah, it's true. Like, so I always look at it as like just think about your portfolio. Like, even though we see this dip, the dip sucks, but still, majority of people are up like 600-700%, 800%. They're still up a lot from last year. So I'm up a lot. A lot of people are up a lot. It's just like, if you look, I looked at my stock portfolio and I was just like, man, this is sad. Like, holy, I think I was maybe at best was up 7 to 8%, because some of my coins weren't doing that well. But when I look at my crypto portfolio, it's just like, you're booming. And that's why, like, if you're new into cryptocurrency, you got to understand market cycles. You got to understand the market cycles. The Bitcoin halving, 4 years, the bear market. And it's clear, you open up a chart, and we don't have as much data that we can use for analytics from previous times. But if you look at what we have in the cycles and the market cycles, you've got 2017, 2018, high spike, bear market, right? Then we see last year, DeFi summer run, right? For altcoins, DeFi summer run. So DeFi summer run, a little bit of crash, all right? The altcoins take a little back seat. Bitcoin goes up. All right, Bitcoin's going to slow down, and then hopefully we got this cycle, right? So we got in that bear market for like 2018, 2019, 2020, summer DeFi. Altcoins take a little breather. Bitcoin goes skyrocket from 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 50,000. Now we got meme coin season, right? So I think Bitcoin, yes. Where do I see Bitcoin end of year? Who knows? Maybe like 75,000, maybe 100,000. Who knows? Altcoin will eventually have its altcoin rally, and everyone's going to be celebrating. But, you know, it's funny that majority of us, or a lot of people, love the 600, 700% gains. But when they see a dip like this, 20%, like it's all over. And you know, that's why people in cryptocurrency are spoiled, and they need to just think of different strategies. Like don't be greedy. Like if you've made 600, 700%, like I showed a video, like how I cash out and spend my funds. And if you're not skimming off the top, like I just think, well, it's not everyone's, like some people like to keep all their money in there, but if you made 600, 700, 800% and you made a lot of gains, put into maybe some of your solid bags, put into stable coins. Like I've got stable coins. So I bought Bitcoin. I also have access to fiat, right? So my access to fiat, and I don't drain all my fiat. I actually have some fiat. I've got some stable coin for these massive dips. So tomorrow I'm going to see how Bitcoin does, maybe tonight. If we see a close to 42,000, I'm going to bag more Bitcoin. And hopefully Polkadot goes down more. If Polkadot goes down more, I'm going to probably bag Bitcoin and Polkadot. Those are the two altcoins that I'm looking to pick is Bitcoin and Polkadot. Because like I said, all of my other bags, not that they're not safe, that they're more riskier plays. So, you know, the blue chip ones, I'm looking at bagging. Newcomers might view VeChain as cheap too, as it's only in the sense, yeah, like top 20 being in the sense. But the thing is, like with VeChain, it's like that circulating supply is just so massive, right? And then you compare it to SHR, the sharing supply is low. Yeah, I think sharing is a great buy. Do you think Refinable will have its day? For sure. Like I'm hoping that Refinable, like I'm targeting Refinable, like I said, like $7 to $10 end of year, because it's only at 140 and they're in a strong market. They've got the biggest NFT community. They have Mr. Beast. And once the platform comes out for Refinable, I think what's going to happen is Mr. Beast is going to finally like get involved in that project and start to show it, start to talk about it. You know, maybe he's going to create some NFT, some signed art, some whatever, some t-shirt, I don't know, something, right? So they've got a partnership with Binance and Mr. Beast. So when like I said, the beta product is already out, which is awesome. Like they develop their product super, super, super fast, like really fast. So the way I look at Refinable, the full launch is going to be out soon. That's really fast. So I'm glad that they've got a product out, and I think Mr. Beast is going to probably talk about it. And eventually, I think as they get more users on the platform, start doing transactions, they'll listen to the community, because Nick Chan, the CEO, said that he's very community agnostic, always wants to listen to what the community is doing. So I think Refinable, in my terms, I think it's going to go to $7 to $10, because that's when I'm going to look at taking off a lot of my Refinable and get out. So I bought Refinable at $1.70, $1.75 or something like that. So like I said, my bag has changed a lot, and I'm glad that I kind of spread out my funds more this year, recently. Well, not recently, ever since December. But I'm glad that I made a lot of changes to my bag. Some of the mistakes that I did make this year was just selling it based on news, you know, based on hype, right? And you never know what could happen in crypto. That's why I'm kind of against people swing trading so much, because the moment you sell is the moment that coin goes up. And we've all been there. The moment you sell that coin, you're hoping that it doesn't do a 20x. And when it does a 20x, you're just like, man, this sucks. Card Starter is good. I like Card Starter. DFYN, Oscar. Yeah, I covered DFYN. DFYN is great. We are on the same page. Yeah, doggos. Yeah. Shan Blee, what's going on from Australia? Nice. Shout out to Shan, Australia. And Nil. Yeah, there's you know what? Let me just share my page here. I'll show you what's coming up for IDOs. This is what we have. So I've got my team. Team and I are working on a lot of content. So, Ethermon. So, Ethermon, all right, True P&L. Media Industry Licensing Content, so MLT. Let's take a look at that. MLT Crypto. Media Licensing. All right, so here's Mill. Media industry licensing content, tokenization of the media industry. So there's another company that's doing this, and I like this concept. So the thing is with MLT, so this is May 17th, so we got to get on this for tomorrow. So hopefully, I got to check out my Binance March BSC pad, but I really like this one because there's another company that's doing this, and I covered them. Basically, it's information and entertainment. Basically, you can NFT tokenize media and content. So let's just listen to this.
Können jeden nur erdenklichen Workflow, der im Broadcast gebraucht wird, dort in kürzester Zeit abbilden. Also ich habe die Bildinformationen, die Bitrate, ist es konstant, ist es variabel, ist es ein MPEG-2, also ist ein Videoformat, ist es ein MPEG-4 und dann gibt es verschiedene Derivate wiederum. Das wissen wir alles vorher, das sind technische Metainformationen. Dann gibt es deskriptive Metainformationen, also was ist das für ein Video, wer hat es produziert, wann wurde es gemacht, ist es eine Staffel, ist es nur ein Einzelfilm. Wenn es eine Staffel ist, welche Episode ist es, so dass man das nachher sauber am Ende in einem für den Endverbraucher ordentlich darstellen kann.
Anyways, this one is pretty cool. I don't know how well it'll do, but I like the concept. So with MLT, basically, if you think of like Storyblocks is another media content platform that gives the ability to like content creators, media graphics marketing to utilize their graphics, their services, their videos, their MPEGs. Now MLT can tokenize all that stuff. So licensing is a huge industry in video, right? Metadata, it's just massive. So bringing it onto the blockchain is new. It's a concept. Instead of just random licensing, at least you can tokenize everything that, like from an NFT perspective, and possibly sell and give rights and usership, right? And then limit it a lot better to track it. So I like that. I like what they're doing there. Yeah, patience is key. Don't swing your bags. Buy and hold. Yeah, so there's a difference with Binance. Like, who knows how? Like, there could be like I'm working with a lot of different NFT platforms. I've spoken to a lot of companies about their NFT platforms, and with NFT platforms, there's going to be a ton of NFT marketplaces. There's going to be like users, huge corporations like eBay, that they're going to open up their own NFT platform for sure. So there's going to be a ton of NFT platforms. Binance is doing their own NFT platform. Refinable is too. There's also another one that I've been talking to is NFT Stars. Now, like I said, I've been saying within the NFT market, everyone has to kind of be different. People are going to they're going to have to different, like be completely different from point A to point B. It's like a shoe company, right? Okay, you got Adidas, you got Nike. If you're going to open a shoe company, how are you going to stand out? What's your niche? Is it going to be in tennis? Is it going to be basketball, right? If you look at Under Armour, who would have thought that Under Armour would have been like the number one selling shoe based on Steph Curry and signing a licensing deal with Steph Curry? Sometimes it just takes one or two people that you endorse to make it or break it. All right. So if you think of Refinable, let's say they get these big brand company names that they're working with, that platform Refinable could just explode like many others. So right now, Refinable, yes, there's a lot of competition. You know, they got NFT Stars that I talked about. You've got Binance. You've got eBay. So if you think of eBay, you might think of like eBay NFT platform is like, you know, you could sell your mother's pantyhose. You could sell your mother's like whatever. You could just sell like random stuff. So I think eBay NFTs and their marketplace is going to be like anything goes. You're going to see stuff from like bird crap to cars to antique stuff to signatures, everything in the world. Whereas with NFT Stars, so I looked at NFT Stars, they're going to limit the amount of NFTs that are going to come into play. They're going to have maybe just NFTs from specific stars, and those stars are going to have, you know, a minted room of different NFTs that you can sell. Now, Refinable, when you look at them, maybe they're going to be doing something different because they're very community agnostic. They're going to listen to the community. Maybe, and I talked to Nick Chan too. Nick said that we're going to limit the amount of items that go on, because if you allow everyone just to start to cram your marketplace with everything, then you're going to be like another eBay and you're not going to stand out. So that's the way I look at NFT marketplaces. Like, people really have to be different in the niches that they go after and who they serve. So that's why, yes, there's Binance, but I think Binance is going to be more like, okay, you hold BNB, let's incentivize you if you use our platform and you continue to hold BNB, because the overall end goal for Binance and CZ is we want you to hold our token, because our token, we want the token, the main token, to be a monster. And if you think about where CZ has taken Binance, it's massive. Look at Binance Smart Chain BSC pad. Look how successful that has become. The more BNB you have, the better, because all of these liquidity pool platforms, you get a high percentage if you have BNB to whatever, right? So imagine where you think CZ is going to take Binance to in the NFT space. Maybe you get a discount on a monthly if you're a creator, if you're a digital artist, a content creator, creating NFTs, minting NFTs, selling NFTs. Let's say you hold X amount of BNB. Maybe you get, you know, you only have to pay 2% commissions instead of 4 or instead of 8. So the more BNB that you hold, I'm pretty sure he's going to incentivize someone that wants to create content for NFTs or digital NFTs or mint, that the more BNB that you hold, the better, or something, right? Or even for like the people that are wanting to go on the platform, because even Binance Smart Chain or the BNB token, when you hold it, you could get more into their launch pads, and their launch pads have been successful. So, you know, I'm sure Binance is going to do something, but I think Binance is going to be like a kind of like an eBay, Amazon marketplace. But if you hold their token, they'll incentivize you some way. Whereas Refinable might do things different, might do things better, only work with certain brands, right? And, you know, they got to be creative. But we all have to wait and see how these platforms work. So that's my take on Refinable, marketplaces, NFTs. Thoughts on Reserve Rate, RSR? I like, yeah. Yeah, Chainlink is awesome. Spring Roll, shout out to Ben. What's going on, Ben? Yeah, see, like Matea. So I'm doing that too. I'm starting to skim off the top and just buying physical silver and gold. So, like, I'm buying Polkadot on a dip, but I'm starting to pull out money and cash just to get into, like I said, into physical gold. Just, hopefully gold and silver goes up, continue to hold it and hodl onto it, right? Not just 100% into crypto, right? So Plasma Pay, no. Did you get some sweet chili sauce to go with that, Ben? Picked up spring roll. Yeah, Theta. Theta, I'm. No, MLT is different. So the other competitor for Theta is AOS. So AOS is like CDN, content delivery. So AOS, Theta is like a CDN. Theta, I regret selling. Um, like I said, I don't like swing trading anymore. I'll swing trade if I've got a lot of one bag, just because I don't like being big on one coin. No matter how good you think it's gonna be, I don't like being 100% into one coin, unless you work for that company and you know everything inside of the company and where it's going, and you've seen the signed contracts. That's a different story. But even if so, like, it's like you're working, like you work for a company, but you continue to invest into your 401k plan or your RSP, right? Because you never know what could happen, right? Like you never know what could happen. Let's say, here's an example. Like we've seen a lot of hacks, like in blockchain and in cryptocurrency. Nothing is safe. What if the coin that you have, like I said, VeChain, there's been a number of networks that have been hacked, a lot of blockchain companies. So let's say you hold this one coin and you're doing so well, the company's doing so well, it's pumping, and there's an exploit or something, or the owner or whatever tries to send funds. So for example, I think it was like ERSDL or AAPX. AAPX did this. They went to go send funds to another wallet. Apparently that wallet got hacked. What happened? AAPX was on a rise. It was going to like $14, $15, $16. After that happened, it tanked. It tanked so hard, right? But imagine getting hacked like that, and you're 100% into one coin. You're risking yourself. I always say never go into 100% in one coin. Never. Unless you've got limited cash and limited money. If you got like $1,000, not financial advice. If I had $1,000, I don't think I would still go into one coin. I'd probably buy like 30% Bitcoin, 20% high risk, 20% NFTs, and the other in DeFi or in a platform. So I've got Bitcoin, or I put in like exactly like Polkadot, like in I put in like maybe a smart contract platform, maybe Ethereum, Cardano, top 5, right? Blue chip. Then my NFT would be a little more medium risk. And in DeFi, I'd probably pick up like 5% of, a startup. That also, and these coins would probably have staking or some kind of mechanism where you could earn some kind of passive income. So as your coin grows, at least you're getting some kind of passive income where you want to either take profits out of it, your initial profits, and then reinvest into another coin. And that's how you continue to grow your portfolio. I've seen guys like, ever since I started this channel, I've got so many thank yous of this. Hey Ron, I want to thank you. I first started seeing your channel. I started with 2,000 and now I'm at 90,000. Or, I've 2,000 to 30,000. So then I reached out to the guy who brought it from like 2,000 to 30,000, and I asked him like, how's your portfolio doing now? He's like, oh, now it's like 130. I'm like, wow. He's like, so I asked him, I'm like, what was the main call that you liked or that you got into? He's like, I put 50% of my money into VeChain. And I was like, wow. And then he's like, he put 20% into Ethereum at $200. So he got VeChain, he got Ethereum, and I think he did Telcoin. So he started to get more riskier as he got more used to cryptocurrency, and he got Telcoin, and it pumped. So anyways, that's how his bag went, and it was pretty crazy. But I hear a lot of stories, man, like people that are into the meme coins, the dog coins. If you're into meme coins, you got to play meme coins really different. You got to get in, you got to get out, and you hope that there's not going to be like a crash like we saw like today. But man, it was painful. It was super painful. Anyways, let's take a look at the markets right now before I end the stream. It's hot outside in Toronto, but man, wow, Polkadot's doing well. I was hoping Polkadot would crash, but man, Polkadot is just still up there. So Polkadot went to 46. I was hoping Polkadot would go to like 30 something. Because I want to bag more Polkadot. It's not letting me. Finally, my Gala is going up, Bakery Swap. So in my portfolio, Gala, Bakery Swap is doing well. BSC pad, I hold. You know what? I got to remind myself to join the IDO. Like I said, I'm so busy. I can't join these BSC pads. But or maybe I'm just lazy, and even I know it's money, but I know someone asked get me in on those IDOs, but it's just too hard, because that would mean I'd have to transfer all my coins to you, and you'd have to hold it for 24 hours. So that's not happening. Auto Farm Cardano. I'm happy with my Cardano. I'm super happy. I just wish I didn't sell a lot of it. But anyways, like look at the gains from just 3 months ago. So Cardano, I think I bought back in around December. Yeah, see, December at 20 cents. And then, boom, like some serious gains. Awesome gains. Cardano is doing well. Cold Stack, no, I haven't didn't looked at Cold Stack. New Baby Gem. Solar Fair. Yeah, crypto's not everything. Like when you take some of the profits that you get from crypto and put them into safe assets, not safe assets, but like for me, well, it's tough. So if I had a lot of extra cash, where would I put it? You know where I'd put it? I'd yield farm it. Yield farming is disgusting. It's you make so much money from yield farming. People that aren't yield farming, it's not financial advice, but if you're not yield farming, you got to get on a yield farming. Like yield farming pays for so much of my stuff. Pays for all my gas, pays for all my groceries. Like soon, like once travel opens, I'm going to be paying for my first class flights that I'm going to be taking. No joke. My wife was like, yeah, we should go out here, wherever. I'm like, how much is first class? Because I don't want to fly. I don't want to take a long flight and be stuck on like economy. So I'm like, yeah, man, I'll do first class, because when you yield farm, and you gotta, what's going on, Jay? When you yield farm, you start to understand like how much money you can make with yield farming. Like whether you use a Bitcoin ATM machine, whether you buy Bit refill cards, you buy Amazon cards, you buy Walmart cards, you buy gas, you buy whatever, right? Well, we have different luxuries here in Canada where you can use Bitcoin machines, you could use ATM machines, but with yield farming, like it's a whole new world. With a small sum of money, you can be making 20 grand US. Well, hold on. I wouldn't say small. Like on one platform, like I said, I've got like, I don't know how much. I've got a lot of money in yield farming, but I only use a certain percentage of my money into yield farming, but everyone starts from somewhere. Like I didn't start, like my portfolios, I'm not going to tell you how much my portfolio is, but I started way back. But as you get into these coins and you make the right plays, you swing trade, you get into low coins. Eventually your bag gets into 6 figures, then your bag gets into 7 figures, then your bag gets into multi 7 figures. Then you take a percentage of that, then you yield farm, and then you start learning about different things like IDOs and platforms. But now within my group, it's different. Like within my group, because I guess I do influencing, so I'm working with companies now I get a lot of private sales. I get a lot of requests for people. They say, okay, well, we'd like you to help influence, and you can get token allocation. So I'm in a lot of these private sales. I don't take all of them, but I get requested for a lot of, okay, well, we have a token launch. We can allocate like 10, 15, 20 grand to you for allocation in private sale at this price. So now within like my group, in our private group, I'm closing it. I'm not like everyone new that's coming in. Everyone that's already in will get access to like allocation based on if the amount is good. If the amount is good, if you're part of the IDO parachain slot, you get guaranteed allocation. So you get allocation, but now I'm changing things. Just really depends on how much allocation we get. And that's how you benefit from like being in like our private group. People get allocation because companies literally contacted me, and I have meetings with them, and they said, well, we're doing this project. And then obviously like I disclose whether I'm into that project or not, or sometimes you'll hear me just say like I'm into a lot of these projects. Do your own research, make sure you don't get wrecked and all that stuff. Anyways, but there's also a lot of platforms that our group shares within our community, like in our IDO Parachain Wacko group. We've got memberships to like PokeStarter, and some of them have Oxbow. So those groups continue to grow, but that's what we're doing. Yield farming is, if you're not yield farming, you're missing out on a lot of opportunity, like a ton of opportunity. Yield farming is just like, it's gold to me. Jay's in the house. What's going on, Jay? How much do I have in yield farming? I got a decent amount, like $10. Zilliqa is a great project. Cardano is a great project. Zilliqa is great. They're both unique. They both got different arms and divisions in there. Like Zilliqa's got they got GZIL, they got the main token, Zilliqa. They're working with HG Exchange. They've got Singapore-based contacts with the Singapore government. They're hopefully doing stuff with like Singapore stablecoin. So who knows what's going to happen with ZIL. Cardano has got a strong, large community for Cardano. So Cardano is a little slower on things because there's delays with the smart contract platform. So yeah, what's going on, Russ? Russ, so favorite places to yield farm? I yield farm in a lot of places. So I do safe plays, and then I do risk plays. So I'll get into like a lot of risk plays that we talk about in our private group. And the main thing is like we've got the guys in our group to watch out. Like we got Pat Ethan, we've got Chris, we got Mr. Pickles. We all talk about like getting into these yield farms and getting out, making sure that there's proper rug pull code. Get out, look at the vaults, look at the existing vaults that you're in and like your safe plays. But if you don't yield farm right, you're just going to experience some permanent loss. Like I've seen just way too many people get into the wrong coins. If you there's different ways of yield farming. You could be a degenerate yield farmer, or you could just yield farm safe crops like corn and make a healthy living. But if you want to, yield farm like cannabis and like make cannabis corn like a mixture and have some mutant cannabis corn, like you become a degenerate and you lose your money. So there's different ways to yield farm. If you don't yield farm right, and you're always into high risk plays, you're just going to experience a lot of impermanent loss. You're not going to do it right, and you don't make money. You think you're making money because you're getting like 14 trillion% or 14,000% in the first 1 or 2 days. But if you do it wrong, you're just going to lose. And if you're in a native token, you take a chance, but you got to do it right. Yeah, man, Jay, what's going on? Yield Farm, hit me up. Yeah, I spoke to this week, but yeah, shout out to my boy Jay out in the west coast. My boy Jay in the west coast. Always talk to Jay. Things are always good with Jay, man. But yeah, hit me up when you're ready. First class tickets, yeah. But yeah, you gotta yield farm that. Start spending your money. At least, like, because if we, like I said, you don't want to be in cryptocurrency, and no one knows like when the top of the peak is gonna be. Okay, no one knows. People think that it's going to extend later. Like for me, I'm taking profit September, October, more profit. Okay, I've been taking profit along these ways. I've been putting into stable coins, but I'm starting to take more profit in September. Okay, and if it goes up, I don't care. As long as I'm taking profit, if it goes up, so be it. At least I know that I've taken profit, because the way I look at it, profit is profit. I'm still doing a lot more X than my traditional stocks, so I don't want to be greedy. So, yes, people think it might extend. Yeah, it might extend, so that's why I'm not going to pull out everything, but at least I'm taking profit to put into stuff I enjoy. Maybe vacations, more gold, more silver, more stocks. Like I bought some stocks last week. Pay off maybe some debt. Actually, I don't even know. I don't have debt. Don't have a mortgage. So, sorry to rub that in, but anyways, you know what I mean? Like, you take profits, enjoy it, because you've probably already 10x, 20x, 30x, 40x, right? So just take profit. Not financial advice, but just do your own research. Yield farm, buy some physical gold, buy some precious metals, maybe save for a down payment for a house, or for development, or for real estate, right? At least you've got your assets in multiple areas, so that if crypto goes, and we think you're timing it right, and you didn't time it right, and then it just goes down like this. Let's say we're in the bear market now, because Bitcoin's already at what, 44? Let's say Bitcoin just continues to tank and tank and tank. You've taken no profit. So that's the main thing that I always like to say. Don't be afraid to take profit. Have a plan, whether it's 5%, 10%, 20%, right? I know you want to make the most money and you want to time it the best, but sometimes it doesn't work in your favor, right? And that's why I'm somewhat against swing trading, unless you know what you're doing and unless you have a lot of money and capital. Then yes, swing trade. But if you don't have much to start with and you swing trade a lot, you notice the moment you sell that coin is the moment it skyrockets, right? So the main thing that I'm just trying to say is it's so hard to time the top of the market that I don't want to see most people buy and it goes up and you've ridden it all the way up and you've never taken profit, and then it just goes like this. So that's why I'm saying, for me, September, October is I'm going to look at taking more profit, but it might change because you got to play it by ear. You got to look at the market. You got to see how much money is coming. You got to look at the market capitalization, not just for Bitcoin. Yes, keep an eye on Bitcoin. Keep an eye on the altcoin. Look at Bitcoin dominance, okay? Look at Bitcoin dominance, see what the altcoins are doing. Compare it to last year. Compare it to the summer DeFi. What is summer DeFi in August or in June, July, August doing compared to, because we're coming up to June. What do the markets look like now? But it's different because we're into crap coins. We're into meme coins. Meme coins are completely different. Meme coins are hurting utility coins. Meme coins are is where the money's at right now, right? People are getting wrecked. People are making millions. Meme coins are melting millionaires, also making people broke as so meme coins, I honestly hope that meme coins are over and done with. All right. I hope meme coins are done because I want more money to flow back into utility coins, into safe coins. DeFi will always be there. DeFi, yield farming, lending, loaning, DeFi platforms, DeFi exchanges, they're not going to go away. They're going to continue to grow. That's why I think this bull run is going to be a little bit different. I don't think we'll hit a massive downward trend like we did in 2017, 2018. Because 2017, 18, we didn't have much data to go back on before. Now we have a whole bunch of more data. And back in 2017, 2018, it was just white papers. It was like Polka starters, but with anything goes. Basically, here, I'm creating a new token. I think everyone should invest $1 million. Thank you for the million. I'm out of here. See you later. That's how 2017 was. This year is a lot different. Okay, decentralized finance, meme coins, more utility, more solid blockchain companies, more companies coming online. Now we've got BSC, more projects in general. It's just, and DeFi compared to 2017-18 is massive. Even DeFi compared to last year, we're talking about like DeFi was only 200 to 600 million last year. Now we're talking about 70, 80, 90, 100 billion in decentralized finance. So yes, it's completely different. Really different. You could buy gold a lot of places. Just buy from a reputable. You buy it online. You could buy a bar of gold. I think I'm gonna do that. What I'm looking at doing now is just like taking some rewards and looking at buying. I like watches, so I'm into watches, like high-end watches that don't depreciate. Some Rolexes. If you got a Rolex that has gold, it depreciates more than some other ones. So you got to look at the value of certain watches. Gold is one thing that I'm getting. Inflation is here, yeah. Got to hedge with BTC, gold, silver, exactly. So it's a great strategy. Like BTC, like Bitcoin won't make you super rich. Like altcoins will make you fast money. Altcoins will make you hell a lot more money. But I would just say that, it's always great to have something to hedge against, something to keep it in your portfolio in case something goes wrong. So I like to get into, yes, the safer plays. And I consider BTC a safer play, Ethereum, the large caps. And then we talk about precious metals. So I'm getting more into precious metals, just slowly take off the top, but take profit, man. What's going on, John Henson? Yeah, I've been on the stream for over an hour, so I got to cut it out. Yeah, you got to watch capital gains, exactly. But there's different ways around it for capital gains, especially in Canada. The Helium project, yeah. I was talking to OZ about the Helium project. So the Helium project I really like. So Helium project, that's for 5G routers, mining. That's a great one. Actually, I'm trying to get a 5G router to do some Helium mining. So I'll be looking at that. Anyways, it's been over an hour. Time to get off the live stream. Anyways, thanks for joining. I'll see everyone later. See everyone soon. Have a great weekend.